In this demo, we'll take a look at how SimSolid Cloud is able to create connections between parts with gaps or penetrations, even though the CAD may be imperfect. So we'll start here in the SimSolid help, where there's some notes about how we're able to do this and what it means when we create regular connections in SimSolid. You see this model where parts have varying degrees of gap or penetration, and we can still create connections between those parts. So let's go ahead and take a look at that model in SimSolid Cloud and see how we're able to do this. And we can see we've got 5 parts, some of which are flush connections, some of which have gaps, and some have kind of variable penetration. And let's set a material for these so that we can run an analysis at the end. And go to the Connections tab, and we'll just attempt to automatically create these connections between the parts. And these are pretty large gaps and penetrations. We don't recommend running models with this large gap and penetration, but for the sake of demonstration, let's try 6 millimeters of gap and 5 millimeters of penetration tolerance and see if these parts get connected. So we've got 3 connections automatically created. The connection that was flush with no gap was connected, the one with a slight gap and the one with a slight penetration were connected, but the one with a large penetration wasn't. So we can add connections between specific parts now to just add that connection with a higher penetration tolerance and see if we capture it here with 6 millimeters. And sure enough, we do. So you can see where that connection is created between 2 parts. Press OK to accept. And we've got all 5 parts connected now. We'll go ahead and add a structural analysis, create an immovable support and a load condition on the end. So we'll go ahead and solve this structural analysis. And we can see SimSolid able to converge to a result with displacement even with those pretty nasty connections. For more information, visit altair.com/SimSolid.